This is awesome, like the March Madness thing behind you. It's one of the reasons we do about it, or we do it and we dream about it. Having a chance to play in the NCAA tournament is such a privilege, and I know I speak for our guys that we're really honored to be here. A lot of excitement, of course, on Selection Sunday, and then it's all good up until you see your opponent. And then it's like, oh, man. So we're looking forward to an opportunity, though, and we'll see how it goes.
James Kreppe with the Oregonian. Richie, what made you go, oh, man? Was it the Oregon ranking? Was it your history against them? Was it their length and quad one nature? What about it was the oh, man?
Yeah, all of the above. And a Dana Altman coach team. Like I've been familiar with Coach Altman since his early days at Creighton, and they're always really hard to prepare for. They run a ton of offense. They're changing defenses, and they've hit a stretch. I think they've won 8 out of 9 and been playing really well. So, but it's the NCAA tournament, and you're gonna play someone really difficult. I just think for our group, they'll come into the game with an expectation to just compete and give our very best. I don't think they'll be afraid because they appropriate the game accordingly, and usually that's with a great sense of gratitude that we get to play a quality opponent, especially on this stage.
Richie, how special is it for you specifically to be back up here in Seattle, given your roots here? And also, given the Celtics sale earlier today, there's now talk about the NBA expansion kind of potentially coming back up here also.
Yeah, thanks for the question. Obviously, I played and attended Seattle Pacific University, and loved my experience there. I had a great coach, Claude Terry. And my senior year, I was an intern for the Sonics, so 86, 87. So literally, I went to every Sonics game where we didn't have a game, and that was awesome. So the Sonics are still my team, and hoping that they come back. But yeah, it's been neat. My wife is from here. I still have family here. We actually played Seattle U earlier in the year, so this is our second time in 4 or 5 months being back in the Northwest, and obviously I love it. I've been to Ivers, been to the Met Grill, and got a few other places I hope to hit.
Matt Preem, 24/7 Sports. Having now 4 or 5 days to watch Oregon on film, what makes Nate Biddle so challenging to stop offensively, and then defensively, what does he do so well? Yeah,
great comment, because he's way underrated and undervalued defensively. He has terrific anticipation. Like I think his basketball IQ is at a really high level, and that's part of the reason why he's a tough equation to solve. Obviously, he can pick and pop, so he can space, and is pretty adept from behind the arc. He's also a good and willing passer. And then if he gets you one-on-one on the block, he's got a variety of moves that, you got to make a choice. Do you want to double him, or do you want to play straight up one-on-one? So when you have that kind of hub on your offense, you're always difficult to guard. And same thing at the defensive end. He's a fabulous rim protector, and when he's in drop coverage, he makes really good decisions. He's complete.
Coach, when you're preparing for an NCAA tournament game, don't know your opponent until a few days before, not a familiar conference opponent, how does that preparation look different?
Yeah, so we won the conference championship in Huntsville on late Saturday night, and then, obviously found out who we were going to play Sunday. And just with the rhythm of our guys' schedule, there wasn't a whole lot we could do on Monday. So we really just had a couple of days prep. But our guys have done a pretty good job of staying in our own lane. Like, we are who we are. Like, and we will run our own race. We have a ton of respect for Oregon, and that preparation it's been put into play. But we're more focused on us. Like, I think just continuing to pursue the best version of ourselves that's what we're trying to do.
Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. Coach, just getting back to your roots, obviously one of your former teams is here as well in Colorado State. Is that unique to kind of have that, to share this experience with a program you're familiar with, and to see where they've come since you left there?
Yeah, Nico's done an awesome job, man. He's got the Rams playing at a really high level. Great dude. we loved our time in Fort Collins, and yeah, I'll be interested in watching how they fare, because I think he's got a terrific team. We'll have to watch it on TV because of our own prep, but excited for him and the Rams, and hope they're able to keep him, because I think he's a terrific coach.
Hey, Richie, Tim Booth from Seattle Times. How did you end up at SPU?
Yeah, I actually called them and told them that I was available, and they didn't seem to respond too quickly. But I went on a visit and fell in love with it. Coach Terry again. He had played at Stanford, played for the Denver Nuggets in the ABA and then the NBA, and I hit it off with him right away. Rami Lewis was the assistant coach, and there was no other place I wanted to go after coming to Seattle. It was in the spring, and the weather was great. It was about 68 degrees and had some sun breaks, and I thought, man, this place. And I had prepped or junior college in Mesa, Arizona, and it was about 102 when I left and 68 when I got here. It was a fairly easy decision, but yeah, I kind of wanted to go to a faith-based school, and then Coach provided an opportunity for me.
Coach, you guys have been an underdog before this season. What is it about your team that makes it so special, and why do they have a belief that they can take down an opponent like Oregon?
We've been fortunate enough to play and have a little bit of success against some high majors over the years. So I just don't think our guys worry about what the conference affiliation is, or maybe the renown of the different program. We really do have a room that is connected, and we just subscribe to the belief that teamwork remains the ultimate competitive advantage. So we try to implement that on and off the floor, and I think because of that, our guys see ourselves as one. And when you play against us, you usually have to beat our whole team. It's not just a bunch of one-on-one.
A lot of discussions about your guards, but could you maybe speak to the importance of Zack and his fingerprints all over your offense and defense?
Yeah, you must have watched this, because not everyone knows. Zack Cleveland, he gets a little bit undervalued because his scoring average isn't this or that. Like he only made third team in our own, and don't get me wrong, our conference is good, has some terrific individual players. But Zack Cleveland if he was a baseball player, he'd be described as a 5-tool player. The thing that I love the most about him, like he runs offense, and he'll make it up as we go. It makes us a little difficult to scout, because he'll find or see a coverage that the defense is playing, and he'll say, hey, let's do this. It's amazing how he does it. But his mom Marla was a terrific player, and she took Zack to the gym from a really early age, and I'm really grateful for Marla, because we're the benefactor of it. He's a special player, a special dude.
Coach, you speak a lot about this team playing for a bigger purpose, the mission of this university, training champions for Christ. What kind of opportunity is it to be on this platform of March Madness, to be able to spread that message and the message?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's why a lot of us have chose Liberty and have stayed at Liberty. We get a chance to work on a campus that's absolutely fabulous. There's a genuine pursuit of excellence that it permeates in and through every different aspect of our campus. We have phenomenal leadership. Really feel blessed and honored to be a part of it, like part of something bigger than ourselves. And don't get me wrong, we're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. We're not better than other places. We just have a uniqueness about us that I think is grand. And the pursuit that our guys have in trying to be witnesses for the kingdom, I absolutely love it. And their authenticity, I think, is really, really infectious. So I hope people get a chance to experience them and who they are as people, not just as players.
Can you expound a bit on your three-point shooting philosophy as an approach, and how that either has to adapt or morph or not to an opponent that just has greater size than those who you faced during the season? Yeah,
really fair question. Like, we get kind of labeled as a three-point shooting team, and I get the numbers, but it's not like that's the only thing we're pursuing. And I think, yes, we try and recruit and develop guys that that have a shooting prowess behind the arc, because I think it makes you harder to guard. And I think it actually gives you a little bit of wiggle room in terms of how tall a guy is. Like, I'm not sure there's a big difference between 5'10" and a 6 foot or 6'1" guard. So I believe, like, as a basketball player, you want to play in freedom, and we don't judge the quality of a shot based on whether or not it goes in. We base it on, do you have room and rhythm, and is that the best shot that we have on the given instance? So we try and empower our guys to be aggressive from behind the arc.
And if I could jog your memory a bit, in our pursuit through the record books, we believe your record against Oregon previously was 1-5, and that one came in '97, which was only the second year at Portland State. Early game in the season at Mac Court, week of Thanksgiving. I'm hoping to jog your memory a bit if anything stands out to you of that game from nearly 30 years ago.
Ouch. Nearly 30. You just dated me. Yeah, 1-5, it hurts, especially when we were at Oregon State, because you know how big the Civil War is. And but yeah, Derek Neslin had a really good game that game. We were fortunate that night. 30 years ago was a long time ago. I hope I'm a better version of me from way back then. But always a privilege to compete against a quality opponent, and obviously we know the Ducks are that.